Okay, let me ask you something. What's the most high-tech thing in your kitchen? Maybe it's your blender or that fancy espresso machine you hardly use. But what if I told you, back in the 1960s, one of the coolest gadgets you could own was a chicken roaster that used radiation? Yep, that's right, the infrared chicken roaster. Now, before you freak out, I'm not talking about the kind of radiation you get from nuclear plants. Infrared is just a fancy word for a certain kind of heat, like what you feel from the sun or a campfire. In the post-war years, people were obsessed with futuristic gizmos, and kitchen tech was all the rage. So how did this thing actually work? Well, instead of your standard spit-turning wood-fired rotisserie, the infrared chicken roaster used special heating elements that blasted your bird with infrared energy. The result? Crispy skin, juicy meat and, if you believe the ads, chicken cooked in record time. Imagine inviting your friends over for dinner and instead of sweating over an oven, you just popped a chicken into this space-age contraption and let the magic happen. But here's the wild part. These roasters weren't just a gimmick. Infrared cooking is actually super efficient. The heat goes straight to the meat instead of warming up your whole kitchen. In the 1960s, companies like Sunbeam and even General Electric jumped on the trend, promising perfectly roasted birds every single time. They even ran TV commercials showing off the crispy golden results. Of course, as with most kitchen fads, the hype eventually died down. Microwave ovens took over, and infrared roasters became a quirky footnote in the history of home cooking. But the technology stuck around. Today, you'll still find infrared in everything from fancy grills to toaster ovens. Turns out, sometimes yesterday's wild idea becomes tomorrow's everyday appliance. So next time you bite into a piece of perfectly roasted chicken, remember, there's a little bit of space-age history behind that crispy skin. Who knew the road to modern cooking would be paved with infrared rays and a lot of imagination? If you enjoyed this little dive into the delicious past, hit that like button, and let me know what other quirky inventions you want to hear about next. Thanks for watching.